Well, I've got a few more sigils I could make. Let's see. There's a sigil of the Green Grove, which I can grow stuff with. We won't need bone meal anymore.
Really? That's interesting.
Use my blood as fertilizer.
That... You know what? I'm gonna keep sticking with bone meal.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and make that.
In the meantime, I'm going to start with some of the basic stuff that you would start with Mekanism, and that's a metallurgic infuser. It's actually pretty simple. It's just some osmium, iron, redstone in a furnace. But it's used to enrich, well, not enrich, that's the enrichment chamber. It's used to infuse metals with, cobble. Metals with various substances. The most common is to infuse iron with redstone to make, I think it's enriched alloy. And all of these use power. So, I mean, these are all Mekanism machines. Luckily, we already got a purification chamber from the Tritons, so I don't have to make that. What I am going to have to make, though, is like some steel casing and enriched alloy and control circuits, and it starts getting very complicated very quickly. Luckily, I did grab all the materials already, so I'll be working on this in my designated area for these things, which viewers will be seeing this on camera for the first time. It's my little area I have set aside for non-magic related activity. Okay. Down the diffuser, which now has power. And let's see here. Oh. Put down a crafting table down here just because it's inconvenient not to have one in just about every single room.
So here's an interesting thought. The next tier of blood orb requires more blood than my altar can hold. So I might need your help.
Okay. Now, when you say my help, what exactly are you saying?
Your blood.
I don't know if I'm okay with this. I don't.
Healing potions will be provided.
I don't think this is covered by anything. Like, I don't know, man. I'm a little uncomfortable about the idea of donating my blood to your cause. This is not something you can get your non-existent farm animals to help you with.
You know, I suppose I could. That was the original plan.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not like saying, "Oh yeah, let's just throw the animals under the bus." But if the option is come here and bleed for me, I think I'm gonna go with why don't you, I don't know, partner up with like a slaughterhouse or something, because I'm just not a fan of this idea.
Fair enough. Let's see. I'm just going ahead and making all the sigils that I'm able to.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting for some steel to cook up because steel is one of those items that you actually need quite a bit of in the mid to higher tiers of Mekanism. And I promptly forgot that was actually a thing. So I had to run all the way back to get some steel. Whoops.
Okay, well I think I've made everything I can make until we go to the Nether.
One thing that we are currently missing that would actually be pretty helpful is we currently don't have a whole lot of ender pearls. i.e. we
That's
have
true.
1. That's how many, not a lot, we have, is we have 1. We're going to need quite a few of them. And some of them are going to be more useful now than later, I guess is a good way of putting it. There are 2 blocks that I know I would like to make called elevator blocks.
I would like those too.
Because they just make traveling between layers just that much easier.
Mm-hmm.
So, oops, I've got that
right
backwards.
Now, I think I will play around with these sigils. See if I like any of the other ones.
Aha, enrichment chamber.
Start with our farm. Wait a minute. That is an Enderman head.
Oh, man.
Oh, I guess he's underground. False alarm.
Darn it. Darn sneaky Endermans.
Okay, let's just dig everything up and replant it. Now this is going to be helpful because we can finally get our string supply going just by growing these cotton plants again and again.
Oh, that's going to be amazingly useful.
Takes 150 life points per use. And it works pretty much like a bone meal.
Oh, sorry, zoned out there.
So the sigil of the Green Grove takes about 150 life points. And it works pretty much like a bone meal.
Okay. So it's 150 per use on a plant then.
Yeah. It looks like I can also just passively have it activated.
I wonder if that just makes stuff around you randomly spurt up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's all growing.
Boy, that's got to be burning a lot then.
Looks like every 5 seconds it drains 150.
That's not too bad, depending on how many... Oh, darn it. That doesn't sound like it's too bad if it's, resulting in a decent amount of growth.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's definitely more efficient than using it directly.
Interesting.
Just to have the passive effect on and stand in the middle of a bunch of ungrown crops.
Huh. That sounds like a pretty good way of accomplishing that goal using your magic system. Because there's actually a, hey, no surprise. There's actually a machine that is does something similar, but it's a passive item. As long as you feed it water, it will randomly have a bone meal effect on any crops located next to it, in like a 5-block radius or something insane. It actually looks pretty cool too because there's a pretty nifty particle effect animation to it. I'll probably put that up somewhere if I ever decide to make any more crop-related stuff. Don't plan to right now, but possibly eventually. Alright, well, I ran out of power cables, so... I promise eventually, guys, I will not be running back and forth to this base every time. I'm going to make something more... something more obvious for storage and accessing our materials. But I've got to get this up first, and then I can actually have the means of getting everything I need to do that.
Well, this next sigil is the Void Sigil, and it's basically a bottomless bucket. You just use it to remove liquids.
I hope it only removes liquid.
Yeah.
And not people liquid. You're not gonna, sneak up on me in the night and make me into a dried husk, are you?
I think you'd have to put your blood in a tank for me to do that.
Alright, well, then we should be alright, as long as we're both on the same page about this.
Also, Water Sigil. infinite water bucket, basically.
Oh god, that lagged the crap out of me. Also, oh my gosh, all of our torches. Well, I'm gonna let you fix that because I don't want monsters spawning here.
Alright. Bam. Bam.
But that's very interesting that it's basically blood for water. Huh.
I didn't actually check how much that one used. The Void Sigil uses 50 per use.
That makes sense. It's not terribly useful other than to get... Oh, I wonder if you can actually use it to get rid of lava.
Yes.
Interesting. It would be a good way to save yourself. Although one would argue you just use the water sigil and just douse yourself in water and save yourself that way.
Yeah. The water sigil uses 100.
That's really not that bad, though, in the grand scheme of things still. I mean, it could be a lot more than that and still be very useful.
It's true. Although you can very easily get infinite water in Minecraft anyway.
You can, but having it accessible on the go is a little bit different. There's only a couple items that let you do that, and those are significantly more expensive. It's less about having access to it, and more about having access to it anywhere. That's the real trick.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion, anyway.
There's one more thing I forgot about. The Tritons are banging on the doors downstairs.
Yeah, you have some rowdy neighbors in that neighborhood, dude. I still don't totally know why you wanted to build there, but I mean, whatever. I guess if the rent is good, right?
You just grab their broomsticks and bang on the ceiling whenever I'm in the house.
Well, are you a loud, noisy neighbor?
Well, I do groan a whole lot and make painful moaning noises whenever I'm up here doing work.
I'm seeing their point.
But anyway, if I put this iron sword in my blood altar, it's gonna suck up a bunch of blood.
Okay.
And eventually make a dagger of sacrifice, which is different from the sacrificial knife.
Oh.
You need the dagger of sacrifice to sacrifice other things.
Okay.
Like animals, hostile mobs.
Oh.
Villagers.
Oh.
There it is.
So you're suggesting now that you may conceivably go to a village and steal people and kill them to fuel your magic.
If I could find a way to automate a village farm, that would be very beneficial to me.
I'm not going to mention that I know how to do that. That one's a little harder, but it can be done. This is actually going to sound very dark, but the reason you would do it is for infinite emeralds.
Mm-hmm.
If you melt down villagers in a smeltery, they turn into emeralds.
Really?
Yeah.
They thought of that, huh?
They thought of that. Yeah. It's not terribly pleasant. I do have to say that. But I don't think that's a surprise to you, because why would it be? I mean,
well, in the grand scheme of things, the value of blood goes in order from animals to hostile mobs to villagers.
Oh, they're actually worth more.
Yes.
Oh.
I think animals are something like 200, hostile mobs are 500, and then villagers are like 2,000.
Oh my gosh. I guess they assumed that it'd be harder to get access to villagers relative to the others.
Yeah. We actually lucked out since you found those emeralds. Like, normally those are really difficult to find. I wouldn't have been able to craft this blood orb.
Oh. Oh, right, because you made an upgraded one, didn't you?
Yeah. You can't do much with the first blood orb. I think you can just make the void and water sigils.
Okay, so you have a little bit more progression than you originally were going to have as a result of that, then.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, let's see here.
But I was thinking about making a secondary altar.
Okay.
Down by one of our mob spawners.
Oh. so that you can actually use those hostile mobs then.
Right.
Makes sense? Ah, darn it. I am doing so much running around today. I'm going to drive people sick. What do I need now? Tin? I really didn't grab any tin? Oh my gosh. Alright, may as well grab some fluid ducts while I'm at it. This would be less annoying if I had an elevator. Oop.
Yeah. We should probably go Enderman hunting when it gets to be night.
I think we really should. I mean, the other mobs I don't really care about so much right now, but Endermen, until a little bit later, until I can actually get an Enderman farm going, I think we really need it. Just for, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 pearls. Something.
Which mob spawner is the easiest to get to? Do you remember?
The zombie one. The zombie one, if you remember, is just inside of original mineshaft at base camp, and you hang a right.
Okay. I've actually got a ton of diamonds. Hopefully won't mind if I grab one more.
Nah, that's alright. I'm actually carrying 16 in my inventory right now, because I'm going to eventually need them for something else. Let's see here. I actually want some more fluid ducts, because I don't know if that's going to be enough. Oh, that's not how you spell fluid. There we go. It's lead copper. Do I have copper? No. Oh, you're using that.
Hooray, crafting!
Yeah, pretty much. Go figure. Minecraft in your crafting stuff? Blasphemy.
Alright, I think I've got what I need.
I think I'm close to it. Yeah,
Whoa.
what the hell? What's up?
Fell down a drop.
Oh. Yeah, you gotta be careful about that. Bad things can happen.
Ah, there he is. Monster spawner zombie.
Yeah. Told you, that one's actually really close by. It's a lot closer by, actually, than the skeleton spawner. Also, full disclosure, I'm going to use the skeleton spawner. And that one happens to be very close to my tower, so it was going to work out very well to do that.
All hostile mobs are the same to me, blood-wise.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I don't really care what the monster is. It just happens to be there's a skeleton spawner very close by, and it will be useful for me to use.
Although the skulls do different things once I get into spells.
Do they?
Yeah. They give different aspects to spells. Like, I think the creeper head, more of an environmental effect. Zombies are like a direct target. I don't remember what they all are.
Interesting.
Let's set this up. Ready to start spawning again, zombies? You excited?
It's been a while for them, hasn't it?
I don't know if they're going to enjoy this.
No, I have no idea why they wouldn't enjoy suddenly being massively just murdered for no good reason. How could they possibly not like that? This, I need that. Ugh, inventory, why?
Oh, it worked.
Does it?
So how much did that give me? Oh, 540.
Wow.
One zombie.
That seems like that's going to work out for you then.
I got the special runes of sacrifice, which I think give me a little bit of a boost with these.
Oh, that's why you're getting slightly more than minimum.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Oh, right. I
Yeah,
need
I
to
think they
make.
each give me a 10% blood boost. So 10% times 8.
Are you serious right now? I had just made some space in my inventory and I put away exactly the wrong things. Darn it. Oh my gosh, John. Fixing this inventory thing cannot come fast enough. I'm getting. I can only imagine anyone watching this is getting sick of me doing this. I'm getting sick of me doing this. Ugh, I am so sorry. Luckily, I don't have to run all the way back to use a pulverizer. Where did I put it? There we go. The thing that I like about Mekanism is that you can upgrade the machines to make them faster, process more stuff, use less energy. And doing that does take progressively more and more material, but you can actually get it set up at max to where you just have this massive processing factory with essentially 4 blocks, which is way more convenient than setting up, like, say, 30 of those, the system you had seen with the pulverizer and the redstone furnace back at base camp. Setting up one of those, that's pretty easy. Setting up 10 of them, a lot more. Yeah, it's a lot more material. Not as not as easy to do that.
Yeah.
So if you can shortcut that in any way, it's way, way, way easier. And Mekanism lets you do that. Or, eventually. I mean, it takes a while to get there. But when you do, very helpful.
I think the best part about this is I'm still getting experience from one-shotting these zombies.
Are you really?
Yeah.
So that one... Now, wait a minute. I'm going to ask a really potentially stupid question. Does that work on anything?
Well, according to the wiki, it says all hostile mobs, 500 life points. So
now I wonder.
Maybe if something big were to get within 1 block of the altar, it would work.
That seems almost... How do I want to say? That seems abusable.
You just run up to the Ender Dragon, plop down an altar, and quickly hit it with the stagger.
Kind of what I was thinking. I don't know what it would do.
Might be time for some Minecraft Mythbusters down the line.
I'm thinking... I don't know. I think it would be very interesting to see what would happen.
Well, it sounds like it's raining, so we might not have much success getting Endermen.
Or maybe we would have amazing success because they would burn to death. And all we would have to do is go collect their pearls. That's how we got the first one.
That's true.
And one of them just burned to death. That's literally what happened. Alright.
And I've actually filled up my orb now, so I'm coming back up.
Oh, okay. Oh no. How am I gonna do this? Darn it. Uh-oh. Oh, darn it. Come on, come on.
You said there was a way
There we
to
go.
grab just straight obsidian out of that machine?
Yes, there is. You have to set it up a certain way, but when you do, Oh, is this working? Haha, this is working. Awesome. Sorry. Yes. If you go into the user interface of it, you'll notice at the top it shows cobblestone, stone, and obsidian. If you click obsidian and it has a free inventory, first off, I would disconnect one of those pipes so that it doesn't try to put obsidian into those crucibles. It'll be very difficult to get it back. But if you do that, sorry, I'm trying to think while I'm doing things, and it turns out that's actually kind of hard to do. So if you do that, it's going to eat 1 bucket worth of lava and 1 bucket worth of water for each obsidian it makes. So if you do it, you're going to want to make sure that you have some kind of either pipes feeding stuff back into it, or basically a bucket train to keep it topped off on both of those resources.
Okay. Well, I was thinking about making a trip to the Nether.
Okay.
I don't know if you're ready for something like that.
I will be soon. There's one item I want to make. Just one before we go to the Nether. And
Okay.
I'm very, very close to being able to do it. Let's see here. First off, I need to... Oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to do that. And... Sorry, I'm setting up a config on these machines so that they will work, and I want to test it before I just assume that everything's gravy, so to speak. Let's see. Auto eject, auto eject, auto eject. Alright. I think this is ready. All these are powered. Yeah, they are. Alright. I think this now works. I'm gonna go grab a block of ore and double check. Oh, right, raining. God, I hate rain in Minecraft. Do you want to try going to... Oh, you're over here. Never mind. Wouldn't have to have a piece of ore on you, would you?
Piece of ore?
Yeah.
No.
Alright. Tell you what. I'm going to go grab one really quick rather than going all the way back to base. I'm just going to go find one. And then I'm... Huh. Castle over here.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting. Did you build this?
No?
Probably freaking blue.
What do you want? Go away from my castle! No! I just want cookies!
Oh god, it's that thing. Oh god,
Oh, yeah, there he is.
I see it. Alright.
I'm just building things, leave me alone. I just need to build the cookie factory.
Oh my god. No.
This is the most outlandish looking cookie factory I've ever seen.
It's not even a factory, it's a castle. He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
You have to defend the cookies or else they'll steal them from you.
Let's just leave him alone for now.
Okay.
He must have been busy or snuck on. Did you leave the server on, like, overnight or something? Because that... You can't build that in the 20 or 30 minutes we've been here today.
He's built more than I have.
Jesus. Alright, well, if you come down here, I'm going to show you my mechanical room. We're going to shut that because I don't want that stupid blue thing following us. So, you might be wondering, you know, this is no different than what you're used to. Except...
Huh? Let's activate this thing.
Alright, light it up. Go first. God, I hate that noise.